All right, what is going on, guys? Today we are back with another video. Now, it's been a while. I did take a little bit of a break that was not planned and not entirely intentional, but I'll get into that at the end of the video. I think that it kind of if you don't watch the channel regularly, you probably don't care, nor did you notice, so there's no real reason to talk about it here. So if you're interested in that, I'll talk about that at the end of the video. But with that being said, today we are doing I haven't really done a video like this in a long time where I've just talked about something that's kind of been bothering me, especially something with YouTube, because honestly, things haven't been that bad in a while, right? YouTube went through a period of making some really awful decisions a year or two ago now. And they kind of stopped after that. I think it's partially because the CEO changed, we talked about that. No more Susan. She's gone, and now it's somebody who I don't remember the name of, if I'm being honest. I made a whole video talking about him, but I can't remember his name to save my life. But yeah, they're back. They're back making bad decisions. There was I feel like we had a grace period of new CEO, nothing bad's happening, and now it's we're straight back to business. YouTube is back being YouTube. They couldn't contain themselves any longer. So pretty much, I'm talking about the ad situation. Now, ads have always sucked on YouTube. I can't lie. They've sucked for pretty much as long as I've been watching YouTube, which I started watching YouTube in I don't know, 2010 maybe, somewhere around there, give or take a couple years, right? And, the ad situation wasn't great way back when, but it was manageable, right? You'd get an ad, you could skip it 90% of the time. And it was oh, whatever, it pops up. I don't really give a shit. Skip it. There we go. I'm good for the whole video pretty much. And then it was there was mid rolls, and then it's kind of okay, same situation, whatever. Whenever those pop up, just skip them and keep moving on. And then more recently, but still not what I'm talking about, YouTube did the two ad thing, right? Where you could get two ads on a video now at any point. It could be two ads in the mid-roll. It could be two ads in the beginning. It could be, two ads wherever the fuck YouTube feels like it, right? And so that was not great. A lot of people didn't like that, but honestly, it wasn't too bad, because if you skipped the first ad, which you could do a lot of the time, you wouldn't watch the second ad anyway. So it was more the same. It didn't have as big as of an impact as I think a lot of people thought that it might. But this new change to YouTube ads is a lot more of a problem, at least for me specifically. Now, I watch a lot of YouTube, right? A lot of, YouTubers do. We're weird, chronically online people, right? I don't really watch TV or anything like that. I watch mainly YouTube. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll turn on Netflix or some shit if there's a show popping off or whatever, and I'm just trying to be in the know so I have something to talk about with people. But for the most part, I'm not sitting there scrolling through Netflix every day being oh, what do I watch? Instead, I'm just on YouTube, watching the shit that I typically watch, right? So as a viewer of YouTube, these ads are really bad. And now there's kind of a different approach to being a creator on YouTube, which I'll talk about in a second. But most of you guys are viewers, so, it's more important, I feel, to get the viewer, approach out of the way first. So being a viewer, this sucks because, number one, and the biggest issue is they've disabled ad blocker, right? You cannot use ad blocker anymore on YouTube. Now, I'm not going to lie. There are ways to get around it that I've seen. I don't personally use these because I'm afraid of my channel potentially getting banned for some stupid shit like this. And honestly, I would rather watch the ads than have I don't even know how many years now, 3 years of hard work go down the fucking drain, right? So, I'd much rather just watch the ad than take that approach. But, for normal people, I guess it doesn't really matter. But there are ways around, but they aren't accessible, really, they aren't the most accessible things. You kind of have to go look for them. So basically, ad block is done, right? Ad block is done. But the problem is their system that they use for it is shit. the system that they use to detect it and to like keep you from watching videos while using an ad blocker is really fucking shit, okay? Because let's be honest, I have an ad blocker. I used to watch YouTube strictly with ad blockers. I mean, obviously, I didn't have them like when I would watch it on my fucking Xbox or TV or some shit like that. Because as far as I'm aware, you can't get an ad blocker on stuff like that. You probably can, but I don't know how. And, you know, so I had it on my computer, which is what I normally watch YouTube on, you know, most of the time. So it was great. I didn't watch a YouTube ad on my computer for probably 4 years or something. Like it had been a while since I found ad blocker. You know, one of my friends showed me and I was like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever, right? So that came to an end, but it came to an end really abruptly. Like I kind of got a warning and then it was like, okay, whatever. And then I got another warning and this one was a little more invasive. So I was like, you know what? I'll just play into it. I'll turn it off, right? So I went and I turned off what I thought was my ad blocker. Now, what I didn't know is I actually had 2 ad blockers. So I did this. It didn't work. So this just, you know, led to more confusion. I was like, what's happening now? So eventually I figured out I had 2 ad blockers, turned it off, did the thing, hit allow ads on the pop-up thing, refreshed the page, and it worked. And so I thought, okay, that's the only time that I'm ever going to have to do that, right? Like that's all I'm going to have to do. It's fine, whatever. I'll watch the ads. So that's not what happened though. Every single time I click on a video on YouTube, I now get that pop-up and I have to hit allow ads and then refresh the page and then watch an ad. So it's like I have to go through an entire process now to watch a YouTube video, which is really like annoying, especially since I've done it so many times. And most of the YouTube that I watch is shit that I just listen to, right? I put on some shit to listen to. I throw it on in the background and then I hop on and do like hot laps in Assetto Corsa, right? That's what I do 90% of the time when I'm watching YouTube, okay? I don't actually watch the video. I just turn it on, listen to it, and go do fucking hot laps or play CSGO or do like some shit like that, right? So that's like, it really sucks for that because now, like it used to be easy. Like, oh, okay, whatever. Like you change the video real quick, you know, just pop back into the YouTube tab, change the video, get back to whatever I was doing, before. But now it's like, oh, let me change the video. And then I'm like sitting there and I'm like, why is the video not playing? So I go back and then I realize that I have to do all this shit again because their shitty ad block system is for some reason still detecting me as using an ad block occasionally, even though I'm not. Now I have theories to why this is happening. I guess it could potentially be because I have extensions for YouTube. Like I have, Enhancer, which I know has an ad block and I had to turn that off. So, I guess it could be from that. It could be from the fact that I also have the TubeBuddy extension for YouTube. Like, I don't know. There's other stuff that I have that I guess other people might not have. So I don't know if this is a problem that other people have or it's just me. But I'm sure that there's at least a couple other people that deal with it. And it's really, really frustrating, right? It's really frustrating. It's frustrating enough that I had to watch ads, but it's more frustrating now that I have to also like click a shit ton of things before I can even get to the ad and then get to the video. Like it's becoming really annoying, right? And then moving forward, there's also the fact that ads have like changed format again. Like I talked about earlier how it went from one ad to, multiple ads a video to now 2 ads per like ad break kind of thing, right? And now it feels like you can get just infinite almost. At least if you watch it on like a Roku or an Xbox or some shit. I haven't really seen it on my PC or on like my phone when I'm watching YouTube, but I have seen it on my Xbox as well as on Roku's where it feels like you could just get infinite ads, right? Like it looks like literally I get an ad and then it's like, oh, okay, here's an ad. And then the next ad will go and it'll be like skip ad, right? Like after like 15 seconds or something. And then you only have until the beginning of the next ad to actually skip, or else you go on to continue watching 90 plus seconds of ads, which is a minute and a half, right? I mean, that's a good chunk of ads. Like, I don't want to watch a minute and a half of ads. And that's plus like the original ad, I think. Like, I don't think that the original ad is even added on to that. So it's even more time. That's a lot of ads, right? That's too many ads on a YouTube video, especially when it's like I'm watching like a 5-minute video. Like, I could kind of somewhat understand if I'm watching like, I don't know, a fucking 2-hour long like video essay or like some 2-hour long fucking like iceberg video or some shit. Like, I could understand, right? I guess I see like the need for that many ads, but I also shouldn't get it multiple times in the video. I feel like I get it multiple times in the video when it does stuff like that, and it does. It just feels like never-ending ads. Like, I get like 4 or 5 ads. It feels like when I used to have fucking cable and the commercials would come on. It's like so long. Like, it's a long time. It's a lot of ads. And we're talking YouTube here. Like, it's different with like cable TV, right? Or some shit like that. Or even like streaming services that run ads like Hulu or something. It's different because with those, I'm watching like professionally made content, right? Like, this is content made in a sound stage with a bunch of fucking backing, like, you know, like literally millions of dollars went into whatever I'm watching. So, you know, like, it's a full scale production. I kind of go in thinking, okay, you know, obviously advertisers want to hop on this because a lot of people want to watch this. And so, you know, I can understand the need for putting so many ads into like a show, right? But with YouTube, it's not the same. Like, with YouTube, it's not professionally made. It's not like it's literally people who just sit down and record shit in their bedrooms most of the time. Or even to Mr. Beast's scale, like, sure, he spends a lot of money on his videos and his production level is way higher than a lot of other YouTubers. But at the same time, like, it still is not at that level. Like, for example, with Squid Game. Wow, dude, I just forgot how to talk. Like, with Squid Games, like Mr. Beast's Squid Game, amazing, right? A lot, like, more time and effort and money went into that than most YouTube videos, okay? Like, that was truly, you know, a really good YouTube video. But, like, then you look at Netflix, who just did their real-life Squid Games, and yeah, it's very similar, right? It kind of is, and it's way missed the mark. Like, I think that it has less cultural relevancy than like Mr. Beast and shit. But at the same time, with that, like, more money went into it, and you could tell, like, the set design is better. The props are better. Like, everything, it's better, right? So I feel like if I got ads on that, it would make more sense to me, because it's like a lot more money went into creating this. So, you know, probably the network paid a lot to acquire the rights to stream this or whatever. And so they want to make that back through showing ads. And that's like understandable, because we're talking millions of dollars was like transferred back and forth here. But with Mr. Beast, it's like, okay, a lot of money probably went into the filming, but, you know, it doesn't need to be that big. And plus, I mean, he's getting like so many fucking views. Like, it doesn't, I mean, it matters. Like, there is a difference, but he's getting a good chunk of money on the old ad system, right? From something like that, to where it's like appropriate for being a YouTube video. So I don't know. I feel like there's way too many ads. It's not like appropriate for YouTube. As a viewer, it really puts me off, right? But moving on to the creator standpoint, because obviously I'm a creator, right? So for creators, now actually this doesn't really apply to me because I don't get AdSense. I'm not at the point at the recording of this video. I don't make money off of YouTube. I don't get anything. But for the creators that do, and I do understand this because I'm, you know, I watch shit and stuff like that. So for the creators that do, they get 55% of the ad revenue from YouTube ads, right? I believe that goes for video ads and short ads, like ads that pop up in the shorts feed, and for, you know, the ads that are viewed on their video. Now, with ad blocker, it did prevent this revenue from existing. If you had ad blocker and you watched a video, the person that you're watching the video for doesn't make any money, because it basically negates the ad. The ad doesn't exist. As far as YouTube's concerned, you didn't watch the ad, so nobody gets paid. YouTube doesn't get paid. The creator doesn't get paid. Nobody gets paid, right? So that obviously hurts YouTube, and it somewhat hurts the creator. But I think that the real issue here is still YouTube. It's YouTube wants the money. Now, sure, I've seen some creators be like, oh, it would be cool if you, turned off ad block for me, or, stuff like that or whatever. And some people do. Some people turn off ad block for specific creators that they really enjoy. And that's, cool and commendable and whatever. But it's really, at the end of the day, it's YouTube. YouTube is missing out on money and they can't stand it. And so that's fine, but it doesn't really make too much of a difference for the creators, especially when YouTube demonetizes so many fucking people's videos anyway, or gives them partial advertising or some shit. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, they partially block the ads. So it's kind of really, even as a creator, I mean, it's positive for creators, right? They should be getting paid more now because of this new ad system. But I, for some reason, just feel like that's not going to happen, knowing YouTube. I really feel like overall this whole ad change is just YouTube becoming more greedy and really wanting people to buy YouTube Premium, which is $14 a month, which is fucking insane. Because it's what do you really get with YouTube Premium? I don't know. I think you get a couple shows or movies or something. I don't know. I honestly have no idea. And you get no ads on YouTube and fucking YouTube Music or some shit, which, I mean, I don't. I just don't see the appeal there. I'm paying $14 a month for no ads. Let's be honest, I'm not going to watch the fucking YouTube Premium shows. I'm not going to watch, the YouTube Premium movies. I would be paying $14 a month to have no ads. If YouTube wants to make something and they do want to profit off of there being no ads or whatever, then make it I don't know, $1 a month or some shit. $1 a month is an amount that I could pay and be yeah, you know what? That's fair, right? I paid $1 a month so I don't get ads on YouTube. Maybe even make it $2, right? But $14 a month for basically no ads, because let's be honest, nobody gives a shit about the rest of the stuff in YouTube Premium. So it's $14 for no ads is ridiculous. Absolutely insane. It's YouTube being greedy. It's YouTube wanting to make money, and it's just kind of not good. It's not good for the viewer. It's not good for the creator, because honestly, people are just going to go to other websites. People are going to, go fucking check out Rumble. People are going to just spend more time on fucking Twitch or Kick or some shit, right? Instead of YouTube, because they don't want to deal with that many ads. And honestly, Twitch has a fucking shitty ass ad system too, but YouTube is catching up. YouTube's right there now. YouTube used to be okay. Now it's not. It's getting to the same point as Twitch, where at least with Twitch, you don't really get interrupted unless the streamer decides to play an ad. You are going to get interrupted in the middle of the stream most of the time. You get you get 5 minutes of ads every time you fucking click off and back onto the stream. But yeah, you don't get ads all over the place that are a minute and a half long. So I don't know. I'm kind of frustrated with the ad situation. Let me know what you think. If you're just a normal viewer, if you're also a creator, let me know what you think. I'm kind of interested. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being nitpicky, but it's been really annoying me for the past month or however long this has been around. And I've been meaning to make a video, but I haven't gotten to it. So here it is. Okay, so we're at the end of the video. If you don't give a shit about why I took the break, feel free to leave. I'm not going to be upset about it. But basically, the break happened. I haven't taken a break in a long time for making videos because consistency is key, But I haven't had time. I've had finals coming up for school. So that has taken up so much time. And beyond that, there's been, holidays like Thanksgiving and stuff. So I've had a lot of family around, and I don't really record when there's family around because most of the videos I make are pretty wild. Most of the videos I make are weird, sex advice and shit like that. And I don't really want to be up in my room, yelling about you know, fucking porn stars doing tips for dicks when you know, when my family's here. So that's kind of why the break has happened. I just haven't really had time to record. I recorded a couple things, but I really was not happy with them, so they didn't come out. Like I could have posted, but I wasn't happy with what I had recorded. I felt that there was no real reason to post it because I wasn't happy with it. So I didn't want to subject you guys to, you know, below average content. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video anyway. I tried to be like as kind of explanatory as I could. It's not really a video essay because I don't script my videos, but I just kind of wanted to put my thoughts out. Hopefully they were in an organized enough way for you guys to understand. But yeah, I really wanted to talk about this, like I said, for the past month, and I just haven't been able to. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. It means a lot to me. Hopefully no more breaks. I should be back normal for a while now, hopefully. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. It means a lot to me. As always, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you guys later. Goodbye.